So,
And the tamed basilisks. I mean,
Yeah, that's
all the Farit would have loved to see that.
yeah. Okay, so that's been happening. So then we can head back, and the sands are made, are purified, and I just would like to know what you tell her, and I don't know if you want to use skills or not. I don't know, how that will go, but please tell her, because she has some decisions to make. Some of them she's already made, but she had incomplete information. So I want to know what information she's going to work with in order to make her decisions.
I think I'll let Farid talk and I'll just fill in.
Okay.
I was just about to say that I'm going to tell her that it was Itasha. It's all thanks to Itasha that we could recover the sands.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only fair that she tells you how she did it.
I like the idea.
Miraculous.
I like the idea that both of you say that like simultaneously. Oh, Farith, you say it. Oh, wait, and Sasiva actually thinks that's pretty funny. This kind of lightens the mood, right? And at least as far as she's concerned. But that doesn't answer my question. Who tells her what now?
Well, I told her a lot already, so
right.
I mean, Faris, you would have to tell her how you came, where we met, and what you were doing there.
Yeah. I will say that we came upon an ancient burial place for the old humans, and it was swarming with desert creatures, basilisks, if she knows what they are, and the sands were basically, I guess you could say, they were both made by the presence of the basilisk and the presence of the burial place. It was, I don't know what the relationship with the basilisk were lured by the significance of the place, but anyways, what matters is that it was a place of death, and we wouldn't have recovered anything if it wasn't for Itasha's magic. So she can make what she wants of that.
Right. Do you tell her about the experiences at the old shrine, the old elemental shrine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And so this is where she begins to become a little bit. She says there is a great deal of history here, yes, but in fact, you know what? I'm going to make her roll. This is why we have dice. Aha. This is why we have dice that we leave lying around. Ah, yes, and forget which are which. I have scores for her and Sasivel. Finally. And so let's see how she does. No, she is not putting it together. So far, she's kind of interested. Okay, yes, there was this massacre. Okay, there were basilisks. Oh, that's a monster. You actually defeated a monster to get this. That's amazing. Then you went to this shrine, and that was crazy shit, right? Okay, she focuses on the wrong thing. She focuses on the two people that you met, and it turns out that she knows that ranch. She knows, she has business. I mean, it's famous up and down for the horses, and so she is focusing on that as if it were important. So she's kind of missing the point of her history in all of this.
Okay.
And so at this point, though, she is a little bit, she's interested in that and seems to be kind of losing the thread of the sands and the ghost and stuff like that. Yeah.
This is kind of a bit of an important thing to Farid, so let me backstep a moment for that. If Itasha doesn't mention them, I'm not going to bring up the two humans, because it's important for Farid.
Okay.
So it's unless it, I mean, if Itasha says something about them, I'm going to say we stayed in this place and we drank.
So Itasha, are you going to mention the humans that you met, Listas?
Yeah, Christos.
Yeah, and Christos.
Yes, I think I would.
So yeah, she's going to be, she will kind of focus on that and, you know, be interested in what they were up to, or, you know, what was going on. And she will instantly put it together. And if you hadn't figured it out, she will instantly put it together and say, aha, you know, it looks as though her uncle is trying to, you know, to kill her, that this cousin of hers has saved her. She says, that's valuable information. And she kind of thinks a little bit. She's already you can see her kind of drifting off. She's strategizing. This is a business context for her.
I'm probably going to be a little bit forward there because I can't get it why she is.
Right. Why is she interested in that shit? Yeah.
Drifting off. Right. So I'm probably going to actually ask her, what are they to you?
She smiles and says, everything is connected. A murder here, a secret there, influence, differences in interests. It always means you must take a side. It always means that you must take advantage. It always means there is opportunity. This is important. It's important here.
It is a small thing.
She smiles a little bit and says, Had's service to me consists of these exact small things. And it has helped. Itasha, they tell stories of the harshness of the lives of dusters. They tell stories of, I could tell you, great sagas that we teach our children here. People teach their children here of the dusters and their way of life and how terrifying and harsh it is. I can assure you, life here is very, very harsh for those who do not take the power that they can when they can. And that power is in money, and that power is in secrets. I have no desire in my life except to live free of fear and need. I don't think the dusters live in fear and need. We do here. One must learn to rise above it. And there's only one way. So she says, I thank you for this. It may seem a little thing to you, but you have made a big difference to me today. So the question is whether you are going to get her back on track and talk about ghosts, right, instead of soap operas somewhere about horses.
I think I'm going to lean on Itasha. I mean, I'm going to watch what Itasha does. Because
I see what you mean. Okay.
It's going to involve her more significantly than me. So right now, what's going on in Farid's head is that he's starting to see what he wants for himself. And so I'm not going to push Itasha to do anything.
So Sasiva is basically interested, and it may take her a little while to reorient and try to get back to this business. To her, opportunities for profit, opportunities for power, opportunities for influence, a rearrangement of these things going on around her is very, very It's her comfort zone, right? It's what she's good at. And so if you are coming with these stories of ghosts and things, that's very scary and everything. You realize, Tasha, it's going to take a little more effort to get her to pay attention to this. Seriously. Not because she dismisses it, but because it's not directly, it's not part of her life, that sort of thing. It may become clear to you that these people do not live close to the spirits of the earth, fire, water, and air.
I think I'll just have to demonstrate a little bit more than what I can do.
Uh-huh.
Because A, I'm getting frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
B, I'm getting the idea that she isn't honoring what she said to me quite recently.
Right, to help you and to right.
To
well,
help
she's a little distracted. That's it. True.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just.
So what shall you do?
I think I'll just conjure up a little dust storm.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the dirt around me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A tiny little one, just for demonstration.
Minor miracle. Right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that will certainly get her attention, and she will say.
And I'm basically telling her pretty straightforward. This is important.
Okay.
Whatever you think is important is not. It will be nothing in the end.
Okay. A raw demonstration of power in her face isn't really her comfort zone at all. So so at this point, I'm not sure if a roll is necessary because this kind of thing isn't really handled in this game. It's more just role playing, I think. So I think that she will get her mind back to business, back to understanding. Here is the point. She will want to know what can she do for you and your people, because her plan now is to get these tools and weapons made. And if you guys strongly say that you really need a dagger, right, for this purpose that you have in mind, then she will accept that. So I'm kind of wondering what to do here. I think, you see, the thing is, this may be a little bit anticlimactic, but I think that I am not going to have like a ghost attack or something like that. That's not what's going on. The ghost wants the brother and the sister to get together. And the ghost doesn't even know what it wants, right? Or how it will react when it gets what it says it wants. So I'm going to leave that in the future. You have paved the way for her to connect with her brother in the context of this conversation or this arrangement that they had. But things have changed a great deal. Things have changed a great deal out there. Things have changed a great deal here. So what will become of that, I am not sure. The only question I have is what you, Ithasha, what Ferrith want to do. You are going to, Ithasha is going to stay with her and help and be helped, I think, is what I understand. If we look forward to the future, we will see these glass items being made. We will see that Sisiva is actually going to mount an expedition, a caravan, to connect with her brother. That what you have told her is going to justify a fairly elaborate, effort on her part to go and get out there in force, with a well-supplied group of people, and to take Ithasha with her, and to actually connect with her brother. And it's time. She says, if that's what's happening, if this ghost of my mother wants to get us together, let's finish this. Perhaps we get together and talk with the people of the ants, perhaps, and then everybody shakes hands and goes home, and my mother's ghost, disappears, or it's a crazy combat with a terrifying, vengeful spirit. But perhaps we will, whatever happens, my brother and I will resolve our heritage